Guiding your successful business to become epic is what I'm all about. So in this video series, which I call Business Lessons from the Appalachian Trail, I'm leaning into and leaning on experiences that I had during a 6-month-long through hike of the Appalachian Trail in 2001, and I have found that there's just a whole lot of correlation between those experiences and what I'm seeing in personal development and entrepreneurship in my life over the last several decades since that experience. So I'd like to share that with you. Today, what I'd like to share is some perspective on the value and importance of mentorship. There's not one of us that doesn't like the idea of a shortcut to get to somewhere or to get something that we want in life, right? So when we were working in the direction of planning for our Appalachian Trail through hike, probably for the 2 years prior to that, I was looking for every opportunity to put myself in the environment and put myself in front of people that had experience and perspective that I could learn from so that I could be more successful, more confident, have more clarity on what the heck I was getting myself into with this 6-month backpacking idea, right? So a couple of ways that I surrounded myself with mentors for that experience. I got work at an outdoor retail business, and that put me in the mix of really dozens of people who had tons of outdoor experience. Now, I was learning a lot about gear as well, so there was like different aspects of what I was learning along the way. But every person I worked around, all of the sales reps that came in were real outdoors, adventure-loving people, and had a lot of perspective in life and adventure and outdoors that they were able to share with me. I got to know several people that had through hiked the AT and got to spend some time with them. I'd take them out to lunch or go to dinner, have a beer with them or something, and learn as much as I could from those people, again, so I could take mental notes and take real notes about takeaways and learnings that would help me in my prep for that journey and make it as smooth and as great an experience as possible along the way. I also did some reading. So YouTube wasn't quite as robust in 2000 and 1999 and 1998 as it is now, right? So I didn't have that much access to great video content at the time, but I certainly did a lot of reading. There's quite a few people who have written books on their Appalachian Trail experience from their perspective, and reading those books helped me a lot too. So I surrounded myself, I've got to say it had to have been 3 to 4 dozen mentors that I surrounded myself with, the prior couple of years before we actually started that Appalachian Trail through hike. And that led to quite a smooth, confident, clear approach and experience for that through hike. I talked to and was around quite a few people who hadn't done any planning, who hadn't really thought it through very much. They just took their credit card, got a bunch of gear, and said, hey, I'm out of here, and got on the trail. And guess what? Those people did not make it. They might have been out there a week. Some of them might have been out there 3 weeks. But everyone, now this is a lesson, right? Everyone who chose not to do the proper planning and learning from mentors like I was suggesting, and reading books, mentally preparing, putting themselves in an environment where they could learn about what the experience might be like before they just threw themselves into it. None of those people made the whole Appalachian Trail. A couple of them might have made it a month and a half, but that was about as much as I saw anybody accomplish. The people who did make it are the people who had prepared for it and had put themselves in that environment around mentors and other people through books or in person to learn and to ask questions and to gain perspective. After my Appalachian Trail through hiking experience, I was a mentor, right? So those of you that know me, I ended up purchasing that outdoor retail business that I worked in before the AT a couple years after that experience. And so I stayed in the industry is the point. And I've worked with several dozen other people who have gone on Appalachian Trail through hikes, have gone to the Himalaya to do really awesome trips over there, to go to Peru and Chile and all these cool places around the world to do big adventures, some of which took months and months, just like the Appalachian Trail. And I had a whole lot of experience and background and perspective that I could share with them from a technical and gear standpoint, as well as a mental preparation and physical preparation. You know, I had a whole lot of experience and perspective to share with them as a mentor for their adventure. So the same is true in business. It is exactly the same. When you choose to go into business for yourself or purchase a business, the best thing you could possibly do is seek out an environment of mentors to surround you with people who have perspective on what you want to accomplish in your business. And business is really about life, right? We want to approach business so that business gives us more life versus taking the life out of us. There's a lot of people I know in business that just are a slave to their business because they just don't have the perspective to do it any differently. That perspective comes through mentorship and the environment of surrounding yourself with people and perspectives that can help you shortcut the path to making a great outcome for yourself and your business. So I encourage you to find an awesome mentor. Those mentors can be in videos and in books as well. I'm a business coach and have been doing this for 6 or so years at this point. And so I'm a mentor for business owners, but I am also congruent in that I seek out mentorship to this day. At one point last year, I had 3 different coaches for different aspects of my life and my professional life. In addition to that, I'm investing 7 or 8 hours a week in learning through reading or video training or learning. I'm seeking out friends who are where I want to go with my business or different aspects of my life so that I can spend more time around those people and less time around people who aren't going where I want to go in life. The environment is key. Finding great mentors is key. It is absolutely the only true shortcut to you getting the results you want in life and in business. So hope that was useful for you. Let's see, I'd love your input on the videos that I'm putting out. I am learning along the way and want to make this as effective and useful for you as possible. Let's see, any comments or takeaways? I'd love to hear that, and I can't wait to share the next thoughts with you in a different video. So go have the best week of all time, and I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers.